Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Please subscribe to the channel and also please do like and share and leave your suggestions in the comment section. Bank of India is tied up with Care Health Insurance Company Limited, Nivabupa Health Insurance Company Limited, and Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited under Health Insurance. I have talked about Care Health Insurance Company Limited and Nivabupa Health Insurance Company Limited in my previous video. Now I am going to talk about health insurance of Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited. Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited. Plan for individual, plans for family, plans for senior citizens, and plans for corporates. Plans for individual health policies designed to protect you against medical expenses. Plans for family health policies especially designed to cover your entire family. Plans for individual and family. Plan essentials. Plan essentials. PED buyback. On payment of additional premium, the waiting period for pre-existing diseases can be reduced from 3 years to 1 year. This is an optional cover. Bariatric surgery. Expenses incurred on hospitalization for bariatric surgical procedures are covered up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Delivery benefit. Both normal and cesarean section delivery, including pre and postnatal expenses, are covered up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Outpatient cover. Outpatient consultation and outpatient treatment, dental and ophthalmic expenses are covered up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Cumulative bonus. For sum insured of rupees 5 lakhs, cumulative bonus is calculated at 50% of the basic sum insured after every claim-free year up to a maximum of 100%. For sum insured rupees 7.5 lakh or above, cumulative bonus is calculated at 100% of the basic sum insured. Automatic restoration of sum insured. On exhaustion of the basic sum insured during the policy period, 100% of the sum insured will be restored once in the policy year that can be utilized for illness or disease for which claims were already made. Personal accident cover. Worldwide personal accident cover is provided in case of accidental death or permanent total disablement of the insured person during the policy period at no additional premium. Hospital cash. A cash benefit for each completed day in the hospital is provided up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause for a maximum of 7 days per hospitalization and 120 days per policy period. Plans for individual and family. Understand what's included. Understand what's included. Policy type. This policy can be availed either on an individual or floater basis. Entry age. Any person aged between 18 and 65 years can avail this policy. Dependent children are covered from the 91st day onwards up to 25 years. Inpatient hospitalization. Hospitalization expenses incurred for a period of more than 24 hours on account of illness, injury or accidents are covered. Pre-hospitalization. Pre-hospitalization medical expenses incurred up to 60 days before the date of admission to the hospital are covered. Post-hospitalization. Post-hospitalization medical expenses up to 90 days from the date of discharge from the hospital are covered. Room rent. There is no capping on room rent. Private single AC room, boarding and nursing expenses under this policy. Road ambulance. The policy covers ambulance charges for admission to the hospital, shifting from one hospital to another hospital for better facilities and from hospital to the residents. Air ambulance. Air ambulance expenses are also covered up to rupees 2.5 lakh per hospitalization to the maximum of rupees 5 lakh per policy period. Midterm inclusion. The newly married spouse and newborn baby can be included in the policy by paying an additional premium. The waiting periods will be applicable from the date of inclusion of new joiners. Daycare procedures. Medical treatments and surgical procedures that require less than 24 hours of hospitalization due to technological advancements are covered. Modern treatment. Modern treatment expenses are payable to the extent of the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Hospital cash. A cash benefit for each completed day in the hospital is provided up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause for a maximum of 7 days per hospitalization and 120 days per policy period. Domiciliary hospitalization. Expenses incurred for domiciliary hospitalization, including IUs, which is taken for a period of more than 3 days on the advice of a medical practitioner, are covered. Delivery expenses. Delivery expenses, including the cesarean section, both prenatal and postnatal, are covered up to the specified limits subject to the maximum of 2 deliveries. Newborn cover. The hospitalization expenses for the newborn baby are covered up to the specified limits based on the opted sum insured. Vaccination expenses. Vaccination expenses for the newborn baby are covered up to the specified limits based on the opted sum insured. Automatic restoration of sum insured. Upon exhaustion of the basic sum insured during the policy period, 100% of the sum insured will be restored once in the policy period. Co-payment. This policy is subjected to co-payment of 10% of each and every claim amount for fresh as well as renewal policies for insured persons whose age at the time of entry is 61 years and above. Bariatric surgery. Hospitalization expenses incurred for bariatric surgical procedures are covered up to the limits of rupees 2.5 lakh and rupees 5 lakh, which are inclusive of pre and post hospitalization expenses. Ayush treatment. Expenses incurred for the treatment under Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy systems of medicines in Ayush hospitals are covered up to the specified limits. Outpatient consultation. Outpatient expenses other than dental and ophthalmic treatments incurred in any network facility are covered up to the limits mentioned in this policy. Outpatient consultation. Dental and ophthalmic outpatient expenses incurred for dental and ophthalmic treatments are covered up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. The insured person is eligible to avail this benefit after every block of 3 years. Organ donor expenses. Inpatient hospitalization expenses incurred for organ transplantation from the donor to the recipient insured person are payable provided the claim for transplantation is payable. Health checkup. Health checkup expenses incurred at network hospitals are covered up to the specified limits for every claim per year. Second medical opinion. The insured person can avail a second medical opinion from a doctor in the company's network of medical practitioners. Medical records can be sent to the mail ID e_medical opinion @ starhealth.in. Star Wellness Program. Wellness program designed to motivate and encourage the healthy lifestyle of the insured person through various wellness activities. In addition, the earned wellness bonus points can be utilized for availing renewal discounts. Installment options. The policy premium can be paid on a quarterly or half-yearly basis. It can also be paid on an annual, biennial, once in 2 years, and triennial, once in 3 years basis. Plans for senior citizens, a specially crafted policy for senior citizens to stay financially protected. Plans for senior citizens, plan essentials. Plan essentials, flexible sum insured, available sum insured options for individual basis. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 7.5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 lakhs. And for floater, self and spouse basis, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh, and 25 lakhs. Modern treatment. Expenses incurred for modern treatments such as oral chemotherapy, intravitreal injections, robotic surgeries, etc. are covered up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Premium discounts. 5% discount for purchasing and renewing the policy online. In addition, as a 10% discount is applicable for healthy individuals who have taken the listed medical test within 45 days before purchasing or renewing the policy. Pre-existing diseases waiting period. Pre-existing diseases (PED) and their complications are covered after 12 months under this policy, subject to the same being declared at the time of application and accepted by insurer. OP consultation. Outpatient consultation at network hospitals is payable up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Entry age. Senior citizens aged between 60 years and 75 years can avail this policy with constant premium and lifelong renewal option. Medical examination. Pre-medical test is not mandatory to avail this policy. Policy type. This policy can be availed either on an individual or floater basis. Plans for senior citizens. Understand what's included. Understand what's included. Policy term. This policy can be availed for a term of 1 or 2 or 3 years. Sum insured. The sum insured options under this policy are rupees 1 lakh, rupees 2 lakh, rupees 3 lakh, rupees 4 lakh, rupees 5 lakh, rupees 7.5 lakh, rupees 10 lakh, rupees 15 lakh, rupees 20 lakh, and rupees 25 lakhs. The sum insured options of rupees 10 lakh to rupees 25 lakh is available on a floater basis. Inpatient hospitalization. Hospitalization expenses incurred for a period of more than 24 hours on account of illness, injury, or accidents are covered. Pre-hospitalization. In addition to inpatient hospitalization, the medical expenses incurred up to 30 days before the date of admission to the hospital are also covered. Post-hospitalization. Post-hospitalization medical expenses are covered up to 7% of the hospitalization expenses as per the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Room rent, room, boarding and nursing expenses incurred during inpatient hospitalization are covered up to rupees 10,000 for the maximum sum insured obtained. ICU charges up to 2% of the sum insured is payable as ICU charges for the sum insured up to rupees 10 lakhs and for the sum insured of rupees 15 lakhs to rupees 25 lakhs. ICU charges are covered up to the actuals. Road ambulance. Ambulance charges incurred for transporting the insured person to the hospital by private ambulance service are covered. Day care procedures. Medical treatments and surgical procedures that require less than 24 hours of hospitalization due to the technological advancements are covered. Cataract treatment. Expenses incurred for cataract treatment are covered after a waiting period of 24 months up to the limits mentioned in the policy clause. Co-payment. This policy is subject to the co-payment of 30% for all claims. Health checkup. For every claim-free year, the expenses incurred for an annual health checkup at network hospitals are covered up to the specified limits. Compassionate travel. In the event of the insured person being hospitalized for a life-threatening emergency at a place away from his usual place of residence as recorded in the policy, the company will reimburse the transportation expenses by air transportation incurred up to rupees 10,000 per occurrence for one immediate family member other than the travel companion for travel towards the place where hospital is located, provided the claim for hospitalization is admissible under the policy. Ayush treatment. Medical expenses for inpatient hospitalization incurred on treatment under Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy systems of medicines in a Ayush hospital is payable up to the sum insured. Note: claims under Yoga and Naturopathy system of treatment will be payable subject to prior approval from the company. Repatriation of mortal remains. Following an admissible claim for hospitalization under the policy, the company shall reimburse up to rupees 10,000 per policy period towards the cost of repatriation of mortal remains of the insured person, including the cost of embalming and coffin charges to the residents of the insured as recorded in the policy. Second medical opinion. The insured person can obtain a second medical opinion from a doctor in the company's network of medical practitioners. Installment options. The policy premium can be paid on a monthly or quarterly or half-yearly basis. It can also be paid on an annual, biennial, once in 2 years, and triennial, once in 3 years basis. Plans for corporates. Plan essentials. Plans for corporates. Specially designed plans that suit your corporate requirements. What is group medical cover? GMC. A group medical cover is a policy that covers a defined group of people, usually members of a professional association or a society or employees of a company. Group medical insurance policy will cover health and medical expenses. What is a group? According to IRDAI, a group means a group of members who assemble together with the purpose of engaging in a common economic activity and not formed with the main purpose of availing insurance cover. A group can be majorly divided into two non-employer employee groups. They may include members of registered welfare association, holders of credit cards issued by a specific company, banks, customers of a particular business where insurance is offered as an add-on benefit. Employer-employee groups. They may include employees of any specific registered organization. Employer-employee groups. Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited is the health insurance specialist in issuing group medical policies for existing groups. Example: employers, employees. Who is a group administration or proposer? Group administration or proposer means the person or organization who has signed in the proposal form or declaration form and is named in the policy schedule. The person may or may not be insured under the policy. Star Health Group Health Plan for Corporate. Group Aragga Sanjeevani Policy. Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited. Star Group Health Insurance. Plan post hospitalization 60 days after discharge from the hospital. Customize the limits of cover. Emergency ambulance up to 2000 per hospitalization for group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. Customize the limits of cover for Star Group Health Insurance. Ayush treatment covered up to sum insured. For group Aragga Sanjeevani policy up to 25% of the sum insured subject to a maximum of rupees 25,000 per policy period for Star Group Health Insurance. Daycare treatments covered for group Aragga Sanjeevani policy as well as Star Group Health Insurance. Modern treatments up to 50% sum insured for group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. Customize the limits of cover for Star Group Health Insurance. Cataract surgery up to 25% of the sum insured or rupees 40,000 whichever is lesser per eye in a policy year for group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. Customize the limits of cover for Star Group Health Insurance. Plan waiting period pre-existing diseases 48 months of continuous coverage after inception of first policy for group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. With or without waiting period. Waiver of waiting period is available for Star Group Health Insurance. Certain specific illness 24 months of continuous coverage after inception of first policy for Star Group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. With or without waiting period. Waiver of waiting period is available for Star Group Health Insurance. Certain specific illness 48 months of continuous coverage after inception of first policy for Group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. With or without waiting period. Waiver of waiting period is available for Star Group Health Insurance. Any illness other than accidents, first 30 days after inception of first policy for Group Aragga Sanjeevani policy. With or without waiting period, for waiver of waiting period is available for Star Group Health Insurance. Migration provision by the insurance regulator, subject to underwriting. Individual members, including the family members covered under an indemnity-based group health insurance policy, shall have the right to migrate from such a group policy to an individual health insurance policy or a family floater policy within the same company, both applicable for Group Aragga Sanjeevani policy as well as Star Group Health Insurance. This covered inpatient hospitalization for 24 hours due to illness or accidents and daycare treatments or procedures. This is covered for Group Aragga Sanjeevani policy as well as Star Group Health Insurance. Additional deletion. Any new joiner can be added along with dependents for both the policy. Newborn child and newly married spouse can be also be added both the policy. Any person leaving the organization will be deleted from the cover on pro rata premium subject no claim under the insured person for both the policy. Note that the above information is only indicative. For complete details of the terms and conditions, kindly read the policy clause before concluding a sale. Star Group Health Insurance. Star Group Health Insurance is offered after customizing the product to the requirement of the proposer. The following benefits are covered under this policy, subject to the sub-limits as stipulated in the policy schedule. Inpatient hospitalization expenses. All expenses pertaining to inpatient hospitalization, such as room, boarding expenses, inclusive of medical practitioners' fees, nursing expenses, surgical fees, ICU charges, anesthetist, anesthesia, blood, oxygen, operation theatre charges, etc. incurred during hospitalization for a minimum period of 24 consecutive hours. Pre and post hospitalization expenses. Pre and post hospitalization medical expenses up to the limits mentioned in the schedule. Daycare treatments and procedures. All daycare treatments pertaining to medical treatment and or surgical procedure which is undertaken in less than 24 hours because of technological advancements are covered. Treatments taken as an outpatient will be excluded under the scope of cover of daycare treatments or procedures. Maternity benefits. This optional cover provides coverage for medical expenses incurred for delivery either as cesarean section or normal delivery, inclusive of pre and postnatal expenses, lawful medical termination of pregnancy during the policy period. The cover also extends to provide childbirth related expenses from day one up to a specified limit as specifically stated in the policy schedule. This coverage may be offered with or without any waiting period. The provision to waive of 9 months waiting period can also be opted under the policy. Newborn cover. Newborn baby can get the cover for medical expenses incurred as inpatient in hospital up to the floater sum insured or certain percentage of mother's sum insured as stated in the policy schedule. This is also an optional cover. Ayush treatment. This cover provides coverage for medical expenses for alternate methods of treatment such as homeopathy, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani treatment provided that such treatment is administered by medical practitioner NABH. What waiting periods are waived off? Waiver of 30 days waiting period. Any illness is the first 30 days from the date of policy inception will be covered. Waiver of first year exclusion. Specified illness which is mentioned in the policy clause from the date of policy inception will be covered. Example, gallbladder stones, kidney stones, pancreatic stones, prostate, hernia, hydrocele, etc. Waiver of first 2 year exclusion. A specified illness which is mentioned in the policy clause from the date of policy inception will be covered. The cataract, ENT disease, prolapse of intervertebral problems related female genital organs, etc. Waiver of pre-existing disease exclusion. Expenses related to the treatment of a pre-existing disease (PED) and its direct complications shall be covered from the date of inception of the policy. Features of Star Group Health Insurance at a glance. Star Group Health Insurance is offered by the employer of these employees. Employees can choose to include their family members like spouse, dependent children, parents, and parents-in-laws. Star Group Health Insurance can be issued with or without copay for covering elderly parents and in-laws. The policy would provide a floater or individual sum insured to cover the medical expenses of 24-hour inpatient hospitalization due to an illness or an accident and daycare procedures. The employee can opt an additional top-up cover to suit his requirements. Floater benefit. The insured can avail a floater cover and get family covered, spouse, dependent children, parents and in-laws for the same sum insured by paying one premium amount. Cashless and reimbursement facility. The insured can avail cashless facility at network hospitals and also can get reimbursement of expenses on submission of standard required documents. Cover period 1 year. Eligibility up to any age can enter this policy. Group size. If your company offers the insurance, you will be eligible for it. The size of the company can be as small as 7 members, including family members. Waiting period. One of the biggest advantages of taking the Star Group health insurance cover is the waiver of the waiting periods. Time-bound exclusions. Usually in a group Aragga Sanjeevani policy, waiting periods are applied ranging from 30 days to 4 years, and delivery expenses are not covered. However, Star Group Health Insurance allows the employees to enjoy all the waivers of time-bound exclusions and certain additional benefits like delivery expenses. No pre-insurance medical screening. In a group Arogya Sanjeevani policy, the pre-insurance screening is compulsory. Unlike group insurance policies, can be issued without pre-insurance screening. Thereby, an aged person with pre-existing diseases can also be covered under a group insurance cover. Premium. The premium charged under the policy depends upon the sum insured opted. Additional covers if opted by the insured and other factors like age, risk factors, city contingency, morbidity, etc. Type of policy. The types of policies available are the same as those offered to regular consumers. However, the level of coverage provided may depend on the policy opted by your employer. Addition or deletion. In a group Aragya Sanjeevani policy, midterm inclusion is not possible, whereas a star group health insurance can allow the new joiner and their family members even during the mid of the policy on marriage or newborn baby. What we don't pay for: walkers and wheelchairs, vitamins and tonics. We don't pay for permanent exclusions mentioned in the policy schedule: walkers and wheelchairs, vitamins and tonics, dental implants, congenital external anomaly, non-payable and consumables, etc. What is corporate buffer? Corporate buffer means additional sum insured available for the whole group. This group can be availed in case of any medical emergency falling under specific diseases, illnesses after exhaustion of individual employees coverage. Under the family floater cover, this benefit can be extended to the employee, spouse and children in consent with the employer. In-house claim settlement, cashless claim procedures. Star Health Claim Service is a hassle-free and customer-friendly process that ensures all settlements are processed in a timely manner. As your health insurance specialist, we make cashless claims available across all our network hospitals in India. The Star Health website contains a list of network hospitals, including agreed network hospitals. Search from the network list from our website and locate the nearest network hospital to your residence. For planned surgery, approach the hospital prior to the date of admission, who will send the completed pre-authorization form. In the pre-authorization form, you are required to furnish your contact number. If details are not complete, approval of the authorization request may get delayed. Approach the insurance desk at a network hospital. Intimation can be given either through contacting us at 044-4674-5800 or an email us at corporate.support@starhealth.in. Inform the operator to obtain claim no, customer ID or policy number, cause of hospitalization, hospital name, insured and patient name. Planned hospitalization can be intimated between 7 to 10 days in advance, and intimate for emergency hospitalization is within 24 hours of hospitalization. Register claim. Reach insurance desk and submit documents at the network hospital. Documents sent to Star Claims team. Documents verified by our claim processing team. If approved, the claim is settled as per the policy conditions. Payment will reach the network hospital. Pay the difference and get discharged. Reimbursement claim procedures. In case of planned treatments, The insured gives prior intimation about the treatment to the insurer and obtains the claim number. In case of an emergency admission, the insured can avail claim number within 24 hours of hospitalization. The insured can call the helpline 04446745800 to obtain his claim number, providing the required information like hospital name, patient's name, etc. The insured can claim for a reimbursement of those expenses within 15 days from the date of discharge on submission of the necessary documents. Documents to be submitted for reimbursement claims: duly completed claim form, pre-admission investigations and treatment papers, cash receipts from the hospital and chemists, cash receipts and reports for tests done, receipts from doctors, surgeons and anesthetists, certificate from the attending doctor regarding the diagnosis, copy of PAN card, cancel check or NAP details. You may also reach out to our 24/7 customer care to get your queries cleared. Co-payment is a cost-sharing requirement under a health insurance policy where the insured should bear a specified percentage of the admissible claims amount. This co-payment feature will reduce the cost of the group insurance. Whom do you recommend to buy Star Group Health Insurance? Employees are invaluable assets of our company, and employers are undertaking several initiatives to promote a healthy workforce, ensuring their excellent mental and physical health that sets them up to perform well. In the current scenario, there is a growing trend among organizations considering health insurance as an employee benefit. Whom do we recommend to buy Star Group Health Insurance? Health insurance is the key factor in recognizing and rewarding the employees. Health insurance can also be used a retention tool where the employees are obliged to work with company for a longer period. When the needs of the employee are taken care, like the hospitalization for his aged parents, therefore it brings satisfaction to give his best to the employer. We understand that you have those common questions in your mind that every HR manager or CEO of a company has. Does group health insurance plan require a minimum number of employees? What is the minimum number of employees need for group health insurance plan? We are a small company with less than 20 employees. Are we still eligible for a group health insurance policy? Well, we want to address all of these questions. SMEs and startups. Group health insurance for startups with a small team size consisting of minimum 7 members can be provided with a group medical policy. For instance, you are a new company with a count of 7 members, you could still sign up for a group health insurance plan. Employers can take advantage of investing in group health insurance policy on two fronts. Not only can they provide benefits to your employees, but can also help to your tax exemption under Section 37(1) of Income Tax Act. Large organizations. Corporate social responsibility is the continuing commitment by business to behave ethically and contribute to the welfare of the employees and their families and contribute to the welfare of the local community and society by and large. How to choose the best health insurance for your employees? A Star Group Health Insurance helps you attract and retain the best talent. So it's a matter of utmost importance to select the right benefits and maximize the utility of the insurance with value-added service. In light of this, it becomes important for employers to offer a comprehensive health insurance plan that's relevant for their team. The right group health insurance plan is the one that is customizable to extend the best possible benefits to the employer's budget. Before getting into practical pointers that may help you frame the right insurance policy for your employees, it is essential to know your team well. Here are a few pointers. Waiting periods, Star Group Health Insurance, time-bound exclusions, and waiting periods are generally of four types. Time-bound exclusions under Star Group Health Insurance are as follows. Pre-existing diseases, 4 years. Certain specified diseases, diseases related to eye, ENT, female genital diseases, etc. is 2 years. Certain specified diseases, diseases related to hernia, piles, stone formation, etc. is 1 year. Any disease acquired or contracted during the first 30 days of the policy. Waiting periods, Group Aradhya Sanjeevani Policy, Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited. Pre-existing diseases, 4 years. Certain specified diseases, 2 years. Few examples are stated below. Cataract and age-related eye elements. Benign ENT disorders. Sterectomy. Hernia of all types. Certain specified diseases, 4 years. Few examples are stated below. Treatment for joint replacement unless arising from accident. Age-related osteoarthritis and osteoporosis. Any disease acquired or contracted during the first 30 days of the policy. Maternity coverage. The Star Group Health Insurance provides for delivery and newborn baby cover as add-on benefits. It is a good choice to offer these benefits and show your support for your employees at the time of having a baby. Family coverage. Employees will appreciate it much when you cover their family with comprehensive health insurance. It is the best benefit you can offer to show how much you value them. Of course, this gesture does come at a cost, but you can always choose to customize an insurance plan to suit your employees' needs. Just like maternity add-ons, it makes sense to assess your team by their age group and make a well-calculated decision. For example, a group in their 20s may not require family coverage as much as a team in their mid-30s with aging parents and kids. The reports will be useless if your employees cannot use their health insurance properly in an emergency. Benefits for employees from Star Group Health Insurance. Today, employees look for attractive companies, those that offer more than just a paycheck. One such meaningful compensation is a Star Group Health Insurance, which has gained precedence in the current pandemic. Considering the notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs to provide mandatory group health insurance plan for employees in light of the COVID-19, corporate health insurance can offer a range of benefits for both the employer and the employee. Healthier employees make a more productive workforce, especially in the event when a family member is hospitalized. Employees are under a lot of stress. Let's take a closer look at several advantages of having Star Group Health Insurance from your employer to cover your medical needs. Family coverage. As an employee, the benefits of Star Group Health Insurance go further than that depending on the premium paid. More than just insurance. Cover for the family. Depending on the policy, your family may be eligible to be insured as well. With the Star Group Health Insurance, you can provide your employees with the benefits they need to remain productive. A reduction in absenteeism, boosted productivity, improved employee retention, increased business productivity. Benefits for employees from Star Group Health Insurance. For small and large businesses, Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited offers flexible and customized corporate health insurance solutions to meet your employees' healthcare needs and help you control costs. Here is what our Star Group Health Insurance can do for your company. cuts the cost of the sick days. Every employer in every company has a challenge of reducing the number of sick leave taken by their employees. The working days are lost on sick leaves, which considerably impacts the bottom line of businesses. While you can't control when your employees get sick, Star Group Health Insurance can provide your employees with fast access to quality healthcare, helping them return to work sooner. Helps you hire and retain staff. When recruiting talent, offering company medical insurance as part of your benefits package can be the reason why a candidate chooses you over other companies. At the same time, your current employees are less likely to look elsewhere for employment because offering company private medical insurance can make them feel more valued and looked after. Increases job satisfaction. Company medical insurance is one of the most wanted employee perks. When people know their employer is interested in their health and well-being by giving them access to quality private healthcare through a corporate health insurance scheme, they can experience a boost in motivation and productivity and be enticed to stay with your company for longer. Take care of your employees with Star Health. When you take care of your employees, anything is possible. Our group plans are carefully designed to make sure the health and wellness of your employees is taken care of so they can focus on what matters. Flexible cover. For group policies, we can tailor our Star Group health insurance to fit your business needs and that level of cover required. Tech friendly. Star Health will be your tech friendly choice that will make your claim process simple and stress free. Admin dashboard. Admin dashboard for managing your group health benefits. Our admin dashboard provides you with all the functionality you need. 89.9% cashless claims settled in less than 2 hours. Get cashless facility in over 14,000 plus network hospitals across India. 94% of our health claims were processed within 30 days in fiscal 2021. In-house doctors for claim settlement without any TPA. Industry best claim settlement ratio. Thank you very much for your patience.